Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What happened last week was completely unacceptable, with deplorable antics from the Tories when it came to the time allowed for debate on one hand, and the counterproductive antics from the SNP, including walking out of this place in an orchestrated media stunt that further curtailed debate on the other. As the party that delivered devolution, Labour has been driving a sensible and constructive position throughout the process, exploring options to both safeguard and improve the devolution settlement as we leave the EU. Only Labour has been working constructively to try and break the deadlock between the UK Government and the Scottish Government. We tabled amendments to Clause 11 at every stage of the bill, and the Tories voted them down every single time. We started in a position where the UK Government wanted 111 powers to be reserved to Westminster following our withdrawal from the EU. We got this down to 24 powers, which was clearly a substantial improvement, but we also respect that this was not seen as good enough by the Scottish Parliament. The Scottish Parliament's position, however, doesn't justify the SNP's vote on Tuesday night. Their vote was a vote for us to go back to the original position of 111 powers being reserved to Westminster. Can any of the SNP actually stand up in here today and defend that absurdity? The blame for this mess we are in lies squarely at the door of the UK Government. They have taken us to the brink of a constitutional crisis, despite repeated promises that Clause 11 would be fixed in time for members of this House to debate it. Both the UK Government and the SNP are perfectly intent in causing a constitutional crisis. It fits their narratives with the Tories trying to sow division in order to secure the unionist vote, and the SNP sowing division to appease their supporters and agitate for another independence referendum. The Tories have played directly into the SNP's hands on this. We know that the SNP are only interested in sowing division and talking about the Constitution. The Tories' complete inability to fix this mess that they created have allowed the SNP to claim that Scotland's voice is not being heard. It's an absurdity, and I urge you to seek compromise as a matter of urgency.